Hi, ladies. Hi, Chance. Palm Springs Cindy here, coming to you from my office slash den. I just got home. I was invited to a friend's house to talk about hair toppers, and then we ended up having dinner. We ordered dinner. We ordered Uber Eats and had something brought over to the house, and so we had dinner together and continued to talk about hair toppers and sort of hair in general. We're really focusing in on hair color. So that's something that I'm interested in right now because, as you know, I'm letting my gray grow in a tiny bit so that we can start highlighting with some softer colors so that my gray against the dark brown, that doesn't happen. It's not so prevalent because it's like my hair grows so fast, and then I've got my hair's colored brown, but I've got all this gray coming in every few weeks. So anyway, I'm gonna see if I can't do something with highlighting or whatever to help fix that. Keep your fingers crossed. That's a finger cross. Keep your fingers crossed. So actually today I woke up around 9, which was good. That's great for me. And anyway, I got up and I had to wake up a little bit. Actually, what happened, I have to tell you guys, last night, actually yesterday, about midday, Shelby started acting really lethargic, more lethargic than normal. And, like I would miss her and I think, where's Shelby? And I kind of like look around the house. I would look around the house and I would look in her usual sleeping spots. Well, anyway, I couldn't find her. And so, anyway, she was outside. Okay, that's fine. It was a beautiful day, so she's outside. But, that's not one of her choice places to sleep. I would never think to look outside, but I did because I couldn't find her. Okay, so then, I went outside and I sweet talked her and I looked at her. I watched her for a while and I could tell something was wrong. So, I didn't know what to do, but anyway, I just thought, well, I'm going to keep an eye on her. So then as the day progressed, she became more and more lethargic. And she did come up to me a couple of times, which is not in her nature. It is, but she came up to me in an unusual way that made me think she needs me. Something's wrong. So I ended up, anyway, I kept my eye on her. She just continued to sleep. And then I was going to go to bed. So I was closing up the house and I was shutting the doors or whatever, locking up. And once again, I couldn't find her. So it was dark by this time. So I thought maybe she's outside again. So I went outside. Sure enough, she's outside sleeping on the patio, not on the patio furniture, but on the patio rug. So, her reflexes were slow. So I went over to her and pet her and, hi, sweetie, I love you. Are you okay? Whatever. And then the next thing I knew, I went into my bedroom and got things ready to go to sleep, and she came into the house. So then I shut the back door and I went to bed. Well, then I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought, I had her, she was on my mind. So I got up, I walked around the house to find her to see how she was doing. Well, she was asleep, not sound asleep because her eyes were open when I found her. She was in the living room on the floor, sleeping next to a chair, which is one of her places she likes to sleep. So I got out of bed and I slept on the couch. I moved my blanket and pillow to the couch and I thought, I'm going to sleep with her. I'm going to keep my eye on her and watch her through the night. And so when she realized that I was going to sleep on the couch, she came over to the couch and got up on the couch with me. But she couldn't get comfortable. So I was able to tickle her tummy and give her kisses and sweet talk her. And I know that comforted her. So then she got down and she slept next to the couch. So, okay, I wake up a couple hours later. She's sound asleep. I got up and I went back to bed. So then I got up this morning and she seemed to be fine. She was doing all of her normal things. Her little tail was up and wagging. In fact, I just took her for a walk and brought her back. And so I almost thought I didn't want to feed her today because I thought if she has a tummy ache, let her go a day just drinking water. But she was looking at me and acting like she does when she wants me to feed her. So I fed her and she ate it right up, which is unusual. Usually she sits around and looks at it and, picks at it and then goes back and eats it later. But she ate it right away. So go figure. So anyway, she was on my mind yesterday, but okay, she's fine. So then like I said, so today I got up, I was watching TV. I started watching Dr. Phil. He's on YouTube. Well, could I peel myself away from the television? No, I could not. I was watching Dr. Phil after Dr. Phil. One episode after the other, and one episode after the other, I got madder and more and more mad. The people were crazy, and the mothers were crazy, and those poor kids. And I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, no wonder that child's crazy. She's living with a crazy mom and dad. Okay, enough of my rant. But yeah, I watched Dr. Phil. Then I had to I had some packages delivered from Amazon, of course. In fact, I have this cute little top. I bought one that was the blue floral one I wore the other day, and I liked it. It was comfortable, so I bought this one. It's the same thing. But see how this has two ruffles? Because it has two ruffles, that second ruffle hides your breast and bust area and hangs lower and kind of hangs over your midriff a little bit. And then this part, the arm part, helps to hide, this part of your arm, which I like. And it happens to be longer. So it's a nice top for someone like me, especially to wear in the desert, in warm weather. I can wear it with my leggings, and it's comfortable, and I think it's kind of cute, and it's certainly not real expensive. Speaking of the desert, I'm so excited because this Thursday, one of my subscribers is coming into town. She has emailed me, and she's going to take me out to lunch here at my house at June Hills Restaurant, which is our clubhouse restaurant. I'm delighted. So that's going to be a thrill for me. Anyway, so that's Thursday. I'll be sure and let you know how that goes. Then, I was opening my mail the other day, and for the second time, my home mortgage has been sold to another company. So I was with this company. Actually, it's been sold 3 times now because I took my loan out through the builders because they gave me an incentive. They gave me a couple $1,000 kickback off my loan or whatever. And then it was sold to another company like 2 months later. And they sent me a new address to send my mortgage check to every month and, explain the process. Now I just got another letter that said that company has since sold it to another company. So I was like, well, it's almost the end of April. So where do I send my mortgage check to? So they did have a help number. So I called that number. And they said, go on and mail it to, and then actually, as I read the letter, it said, until further notice, continue sending your mortgage check to this address. But what I want to do is set up, I want to set up auto pay. I don't like having to pay, write out a bill, write a check, mail it, put a stamp on it. I mean, that's like snail mail. So I want to put it in an auto pay situation. So when I did call, the gentleman that helped me was able to put me in an auto pay for my for my new mortgage company, but it won't take effect until, let's see, April, May, until June. So anyway, I can go on and pay this, at the end of the month, my regular payment. That, I told you my refrigerator ice maker is broken, so I bought ice at the grocery store. And the ice is clear, so all this is water, and it just seems like you can't even see the ice cubes because they're so clear and so see-through. They're invisible. Okay, let's see. I love, love, love that yesterday's video, I said, is it okay if I just come on even when I don't have some exciting news? And you guys were all so understanding, and you were like, yes, just come on whenever you want. Someone even said, it's your channel. Do what you want. But on the other hand, I don't want to be, I want you guys to look forward to my videos, not just think, well, frankly, it's a show about nothing. My videos are really just about me and about getting older and about my life and about us growing older together. And right now, we're all about being friends in a pandemic when we're so isolated, and there's a new normal about to happen. So, but I'm thrilled that you guys are so kind and understanding that, that you would say to me, come on whenever you want. And so basically, that's what I'm doing. Like I said, I just got home from this gal's house for dinner and to talk about hair toppers. Took Shelby for a walk, and my house is kind of a mess right now. But tomorrow at 7:30, Tommy Guns. Tommy Guns is a handyman that I found on Yelp, and Tommy Guns he was the gentleman that helped steam clean my garage from that oil spill from my car. And he put up, what else did he do? Oh, he put up my ceiling fan. And so tomorrow he's going to put up my patio lights. I'm so excited to get those up. And then I've invited some girlfriends over Friday around 4 for like a happy hour / little light dinner to see my, because then I'll have my patio lights and it'll be fun to have some people over and enjoy the patio. Hopefully it'll be nice weather and not windy. So, okay, you guys, I guess that's really all I have to say. Just checking in with you guys. I don't have any, I wanted to touch base with you guys on something before I hang up. It has, some people have mentioned something about, would I talk about, I'm looking at myself in the monitor and I'm looking pretty bedraggled. Would I be interested in talking about my dating life? And my answer to that is I'm just not ready to. I'm uncomfortable talking about dating scenarios, because I know my daughter watches, my mother watches. Not that that is creepy, but in a way it kind of is. So at this point, I'm not ready to discuss any date nights. So, but on the other hand, I'll have to ask my daughter, because, I would be, if I were you, if I was a YouTube friend of a content creator that was going through what I'm going through, I want to know, is she dating? What's it like? How does that work when you're 70 years old, and so on? So, I would love to share that with you, but I'm still a little uncomfortable with it. So in the meantime, P.S. I love you. Mwah. Until our next conversation.